Let's see here. Alright, guys, I'm here only for a second. I had this little epiphany. A little one. And I'm not feeling my greatest currently. I was trying to sleep. Try and be an operative word. And I got sent this bullshit, as you can see by the thumbnail. Looks to be monstrous whores on the loose, talking as him and his account as usual. Or him, pretending it's her, that way he can skirt by shit. Under the account, like I've done for years, just like the stalking and everything else, by using her as a method to do it. I don't really give a fuck. But that shit right there ain't gonna fly. I'm not throwing shit falsely at that motherfucker, and I'll be damned if him and his whore are gonna do it. Now, I can be petty tonight, but that's what the tragedy pimps want. They want to trigger me. Everybody in between wants to. Right? Same shit, different day. And I could be whatever. I hear combos are going on about how him screaming at us about summer was just a dream again, and that's a goddamn lie. There's enough audio over here and phone calls and everything else for the public to prove that, along with other proofs he doesn't even know about. It's okay, you can keep lying to the feds, law enforcement, Hawkins, you all, and everybody else about that. There's enough goddamn proof to show he's a fucking liar. But it's as simple as it was domestic violence and him using summer to do it. Fuck him. And his heart. I could be a bitch. I could put out decades of everything just to keep hammering down on all his lies and his rewrite and his mask wearing and his all the shit on him, his family, decades of fucking lies and abuses, and got the videos, the texts, the recordings, all of it. Prove every bit of it. Right down to the goddamn pictures of his phone with that gross ass porn and shit on it. And he knows it. He was lying about that too in that same place the other night. I can put it all up, but it creates more content for these fucking creators. And yeah, I said critters, not creators. It's all here though, and I've got it. If I really wanted to, I could go back closing case on case on case upon case on Monster throughout all the years. Quite a few unsolved, but that's not what I want currently. Currently, what I want right now are these tragedy pimps stopped and answers and justice for summer. I want Iron Little to stop being fucking tormented for years on end by that piece of shit. And this crew, him and Candace and Dawn, love to use. Right? Target everybody. Not Lee. Fred included. And the rest. And they do it for cash. That's what you get when you get a bunch of goddamn greedy, fucking abusive pieces of shit from Ben Hill. I don't know better till they're yoked in, yoked up, wearing collars, involved in more crimes than they could have ever committed on their fucking own. That ain't my goddamn problem. What is, however, is that I wouldn't say it's even my, I don't know. Is that I'm one of the only few who can drag all of them into one court setting at one time. I can drag everybody from mid hill into a courtroom. And I can do it in a way that tragedy pimps aren't allowed, the public isn't allowed, and it severs all of them from being able to speak about any of it, even to their handlers, their favorite targeters like the Jennies, Adrians, Chasings, Lockdowns, CZs, and others. And if they're caught doing so, they can go to jail. But I'm going to bet you tonight. I'm going to bet you. Oh, and I'm one of the lucky few that can drag Tim Mullen into a courtroom too, along with the rest of them. And to show that all their bullshit predates us being public. Monster and Candace, nuns games together, Dawn and Candace targeting us within hours of summer vanishing, continuing for months, play games with Monster, the hoaxes, the bullshit, the targeting of my children, having them targeted, Tim being a director of Monster and Becca and C&D play together, Lips, the rest. I mean, goddamn, it goes on and on. All the way down to Fred and Ziggy's recent bullshit and proof of what they've been doing. With this group again, including Jenny, Adrian, all them who we all know, and Chasing. We're the team of all these monsters. I've had enough. And unlike most of you, and really anybody else, I'm one of the very few on this planet that can bring them all into court in one time, in one setting. And I'm gonna bet not all could afford the lawyers. I could go in the morning and file on every one of them and pay for the cost to do so. And I would have to see if one lawyer could handle all of it, or if they would charge separately for each. If they charge separately for each, whatever, it's gonna be a different story. But you know, depends on the lawyer, I guess. But I've had enough, and I'm one of the few on the planet that can do it. But in doing so, because it all includes them fucking with my kids the whole way, including Monster and Becca, Tim as well. The group formed around C&D from the beginning. It means that not a damn one of them can speak about anything in that courtroom. It can be cleared out, or the public is not allowed. And gags put in place. Hell, on everything for all I care. But where they can't speak about minor children, obviously. And Monster's still not supposed to be. Make no mistake about that. Him nor Becca are supposed to be mentioning my child, period. He does not have custody. He is not shown to be the father of, and he was warned about this shit. And he continues to do it in public. He continues to target us with this group in public for cash. There's proof and evidence of it. And he's doing it with the same team. It's around C&D and everybody else. And Tim. Now, And I guess it depends on what court you're falling into, right? And then if not allowed in one, move into another place to do it. And another. And another. Until somebody listens and does it. But in doing so and pulling them all into court, I'm gonna bet not a one of them keep their goddamn story straight. And since it all features Summer and centers around her in a way, right? Maybe we can get some answers for Summer in court settings that aren't quite the same as normal court proceedings, which means they can ask a whole bunch more and go just a little bit further. And in ways other court proceedings couldn't. And all under oath still. And I'm gonna bet not a goddamn one of them keep their shit straight. Or hire a good enough lawyer, bring in any tragedy victims to speak for them, keep them straight on path, talk for them. Will you bet me? And then maybe we'll get answers who's at the center of all the fuckery. Or who's not. But at least who's directing the majority of it. And yeah, I don't even need to know that. I got enough evidence. And yeah, I could bring the creators into it, but then that would allow them a way to pull it into court settings to where then they would get info they don't need. But the courts, law enforcement, and feds might. Maybe it helps lead to summer. And it helps stop these pieces of shit. Because they all are that. And we have at least 4 females in here. One who wants to go on the voice parade and one who wants to go on looks parade. Uh, y'all worthless. I'm carrying on with my life. I suggest you do the same. Anyway, I'm just saying, it's sort of an epiphany night. And the problem is, though, is that what we have is meant to keep us safe from everything, I guess. We've gotten some of that done in the last few days. The rest, I was hoping to help use to help us fly and to keep us safe in that way. Doing this would mean that I had to make choices on whether to spend it on these worthless motherfuckers, but maybe in pursuit of answers for summer, for law enforcement, courts, etc. And it still, in a way, keeping us safe means it will shut down a great deal of what the hell they've been up to for years as a group with this group wound around them. Means we won't be able to talk about it any further, or iron little anymore, or direct targeting, or by these creators, or dare be seen in or around any of them, at least for a while. And that would mean Little and I are safe in that way and able to have time to, you know, go anyway. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. And then again, maybe just. It also means we'd be trapped here for a little longer. Nothing's played out. And I don't want that. I also don't want little to ever have to come face to face with fucking monster again. Though she wants safety and everything, it's still having to go face to face. She and I both feel felt enough because so much tampering was allowed. Fuckery by these same motherfuckers, and they seem to be getting by with some of it. But we know in the long run, there will be some justice for them over that. You know? But I gotta tell you, I'm also not gonna be baited by one of the worst in and around Summer's case, or because Tim's got her fucking panties in water, fake finding Jenny Adrian this and la 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 la. Then the whole post the hills have eyes shut. In case y'all aren't aware, most of those pieces, guess what they feature? That's right. Jenny and Adrian, all the bullshit about me. And chasing. Yeah, they look like one thing, don't they? But they're always another. Well, good thing I don't do content. Y'all want to come and get your trolls to think they're confused. Y'all are mad, stay that way, I don't care. You have nothing better to do? I don't give a fuck. I do. And I'm not oblivious. And so, either way, I'm gonna sleep just fine. And I'm not that piece of shit type of human that so many of you are here and so quick to let us all know that. Um, or the people sending you. Um, let's ooh, I love it. It works. Look at that. Damn, I feel the right button. Yeah. So anyway, it was just a late night thought because trash over there and monster trash gonna be up to trash that shit. In timing and anniversary events with TM chasing Jenny Adrian. The rest again right now. I'm not in the mood. But, you know, there's enough. Just a late night thought. One of the very few that can indeed pull them all into court at one time. In settings that open shit up a bit more than normal court proceedings. And allow questions so much differently than other court proceedings do. And I will bet you, I'll bet you, not a damn one of them keep their story straight about anything. Especially not with handholders, not without creators talking for them, not without anything. And see, they won't be allowed that in court. Nobody to protect them, nobody to go hold their hands, nobody allowed into the proceedings, not even their bestest of buddies like the Tims and such. You know, at least not in that type of capacity anymore. No chasings, no Jennies, no Adrians, none of those to hide behind, no cow tits. Nobody to hide behind. Nobody to speak for you. Nobody to hold your hands. Unless you all can afford really good lawyers suddenly. And even then, still it opens it up. The question is way further than normal ones. And normal or other tops courts. So, I don't know, decisions, right? But it came in May to where no creators ever get wind of what's happened in the courtrooms. Nobody from the courtrooms are allowed to speak about it. Or others or themselves get arrested. No public allowed. And it means no tragedy pimp content on it. Which is one lovely fucking thing. Maybe answers for summer. Something to think about. And I'm going to. What a weird comment. Y'all need to move to Texas as this stuff doesn't go on. I thought about moving to Tennessee, but then I realized the people seem to be up in your business. And drama from what I've seen. Yeah. No, no. At this point, I'm thinking about moving to the dark side of the fucking moon. To a beach somewhere, building my own island, kicking off the fucking coast. I don't know. Depends on what happens next. Mm, yeah, I don't know. Your Canada has good stuff. Other than maybe. Anyway, guys, I'm sick. I really don't feel good. And I can barely hold my eyes open. And I was already trying to sleep when I got sent this bullshit. So, I'm alive, Amanda. And I'll be okay. I always am, man. And if not, I'll walk it off till I am. But anyway, it's just a random thought. And I'm one of the very few out here that can get it done. know what I mean? There's nothing y'all can do. Other than, I guess, hope I make the right decision. And that maybe with advice in the morning by professionals, I make the right decision. And that it can benefit someone. Somehow. And keep these tragedy pimps out of it all. And cut off for good from a whole lot of things. Not able to use their favorite characters from being able to cause any more chaos, bullshit, content. To target, to weaponize, to destroy. Across the board. So, but yeah. We do indeed have enough to file on all of them right now. Make no mistake about that. It's just deciding. And also, like I said, whether one lawyer or whether it'll be considered separate with each one, I'll figure it out. And whether I need to hop places first, they're actually gonna, I don't know, or haven't been tampered with to fuck all. There's no conflicts first. I'm real tired of bullshit. And I want answers. I want safety for I'm little. And honestly, pulling all them into courtrooms where a wide variety of questions could be answered in ways that they can't be in other types of courts might be helpful. And where they have no access to their tragedy bimp handlers, their handholders, their speakers for their ass cleansers, might be a good idea. But I'll see you in the morning. Right now, I'm gonna get rest. I need it. My heart needs it. I'm gonna ignore the bait machine and the target machine. Well, one princess keeps pretending ain't part of it. So, and I wouldn't worry about it. Honestly, ever, because, like always, I'm gonna do what I wanna do, princess. I think you get my drift, right? Knock it off already. Alright. And the rest of the fucking team pretending on the other side. I'm in no mood. Y'all shit's old already. Anyway, you guys, I'm off here for right now. I'm tired. Y'all have good. Please share Summer's picture information. Call her by her name. Much love, guys.